Harold and I would go for long walks discussing his decision to run for mayor of Albany. We talked to our children and decided it would take a real team effort. People started helping us, and the next thing we knew, we were being called the People's Team because all kinds of folks were coming out to volunteer their support.
Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Thank you. That's terrific. I'll tell you, I'm supposed to smile. I feel like crying. I feel so good to see you all here today. It's great. Well, thank you very, very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so very, very much just for being here. You know, I turned to my children during that introduction. I asked them if they were taking all this down. I don't know what my wife is running for, but I think she's going to make a great candidate someday. But I thank her for that wonderful introduction.
Hundreds of volunteers went door to door collecting signatures to put Harold Joyce on the ballot for mayor of the city of Albany. While many candidates gathered their signatures in crowded shopping malls, the petitions for Harold Joyce came in from every neighborhood in the city.
As a boy growing up in Albany, I would come here with my brothers and sisters and play ball. Our city needs to protect this park and the other parks outlining our city's border. So if neighbors cared about neighbors, and if neighbors cared about one another's children. No, it's a great place to grow up.
Harold Joyce knows that the city of Albany must provide safe and affordable housing for homeowners and tenants. This is a priority. Safe and affordable housing is essential to maintain the vitality of our neighborhoods, as well as quality of life for city residents.
Being on the ticket with Harold and his viewpoint about women is another reason that I'm just so excited about being involved with this. It's probably been most of the most rewarding experiences I've had since I've been in city government. Walking with Harold, watching him interact with the public, the constituency out there, and watching their reaction, positive reaction to him, has really been overwhelming for me.
Harold Joyce understands the importance of women in the political process in Albany, and that's why he's welcomed 2 women to his ticket running for citywide office. But in addition, Harold understands that there are special needs for women in this community. There's a need to feel safe on the street. There's a need for affordable daycare, and there's a need for women to feel safe and live in affordable housing.
Hi. How you doing?
Thank you for being with that Albany Charter. We're glad you're voting for the Albany Charter.
Okay.
I'm good, Father. Good to see
How you doing?
Good, and you?
Thanks. You part of the picnic here, neighbors? There are so many critical matters facing women today, whether they work inside or outside the home, whether by choice or by necessity. I promise that I will be a leader on local issues affecting women and families in Albany, including child care, public safety, education, accessible and affordable housing, domestic violence, jobs and economic development, and health care, to name only a few. While these issues affect all members of the community, they are of special concern to women.
Harold Joyce believes that jobs can be created by doing simple things. Things like making available low-cost, easily accessible parking throughout the city, and eliminating the parking difficulties downtown and thereby promoting downtown business. Harold Joyce's 20-point economic development plan includes escalating the marketing plan that targets labor-intensive cargo. This means having more well-paying jobs available that will use our well-regarded labor pool. He believes that we need to maximize the potential for the Hudson River waterfront by concentrating efforts to reintegrate the waterfront into the fabric of downtown Albany. Harold Joyce believes we can finance small business expansion through programs like the City Industrial Development Agency, and we can seek New York State Economic Development status to target investment and job creation in needy neighborhoods. In addition, we can actively pursue federal funds targeted for cities like Albany through the Clinton administration's urban agenda.
The economic well-being of Albany and the development of new private sector jobs are critical to the future of our city. We must build upon the advances made in the 1980s and promote programs and policies aimed at maintaining and enhancing the competitive position of our city in attracting commercial and residential investment. The long-term vitality of our economy is directly translated to the planning and implementation of local and regional strategies aimed at enhancing Albany's status as a great place to live, work, and conduct business. Increasing the economic wealth of the community by investing time and resources and in turn creating jobs will benefit all of the residents of the city by ultimately enhancing the standard of living for everyone. Increased economic activity will result in more private sector employment, expand our tax base, and further spread the costs of running the city. It will also have a positive impact on education, culture, the arts, and other areas affecting our quality of life. I believe it's the city's obligation to lobby for state and federal funds for programs that provide loans and management assistance to minority-owned businesses.
Harold Joyce encourages more interaction between the people and the police. The Joyce Public Safety Platform will provide more assistance to Neighborhood Watch and Neighborhood Walk programs. Hire civilians to perform support staff functions so that uniformed officers can be freed up. Reassign patrols to assure vital coverage at key times in all neighborhoods, including the Pine Bush and New Scotland Whitehall Road sections of the city.
When Harold said he wanted to be the next mayor of Albany, we sat down as a family and talked it over. Harold and I know what it's like to go to work every day and come home tired, but somehow still find the energy to be good parents. We have worked hard to build a strong family. We believe that we're fortunate. Our job is not only to set an example, but also reach out to all the families in all the neighborhoods.
Family values and traditions have always been very important to me. I want to make Albany a place where our children can be proud of and where they can enjoy growing up. Strong families have always been the foundation of our community. The ability to provide for one's family has always been a crucial factor in keeping this foundation solid. As a labor leader, I have always worked hard to create job opportunities. As the mayor of Albany, I vow that I will continue to work to maximize private sector employment opportunities so that all our families can share in the great American dream. During this campaign, I've met a lot of people, and no matter where I go, I keep hearing the same thing. When it comes to family problems, the answer is jobs. When it comes to alcohol and drug problems, the answer is jobs. And when it comes to education, the answer is the same thing, jobs.
Thank you. I know